Away everyone, this is Regulus Pastor. Welcome back to Higurashi no Naku Koro. This is Meakashi-hen, the 5th arc in the main 8 arcs experience, and the first answer arc. We've been playing as Sonozaki Shion, Mion's twin sister. This is a year before the events of the first 3 arcs. So Keiichi isn't even in the town yet, and Satoshi is still around. But who knows for how much longer, since it's implied that he has already killed his aunt now. His abusive aunt, for Satoko's sake. So we got apprehended by the police. They were thinking we were Mion, who already gave her testimony. But in reality, we were Shion, and so they asked us to come down to the station with us, and while they were, discussing things over their police CB, we told Satoshi to just tell them that he was with her all night, and to just go with that. And she's scared for him, but she's also kind of scared for herself since she wasn't planning to make this secret known just yet. And we know there's going to be fallout with their family once they learn of this. So let's continue. Let's load this up. Oh, I might as well mention, tomorrow will be my birthday. I'll be turning 24. I just figured I'd throw that out there for anyone interested. Just a little bit of news going on in my life, but nothing too big. So, notebook page 29. Okay, so where is Shion? Still in this tip.
Either Satoshi-kun was smart, or very lucky. Or maybe it wasn't him. The police found nothing at the crime scene to indicate his involvement in the murder. Yet Satoshi-kun was still the prime suspect. Considering his home environment, he had a strong enough motive. He had no alibi. The police had everything other than physical evidence. It wasn't surprising that Ooishi took a chance. He probably didn't expect me to step in. But what I did was too little to avert a suspicion of Satoshi-kun. Ooishi believed that Satoshi-kun did it. He was waiting for Satoshi-kun to fall apart and confess. That's what both Ooishi and I were thinking. But that hypothesis was destroyed later on. I won't talk about it now, but Ooishi's theory will be disproven, and the police will be thrown into shock. The question comes to mind. That is, who saved Satoshi-kun? I can only think of the possibility that the Sonozaki family invented the culprit.
So, the culprit was the drug addict the police arrested who supposedly murdered Hojo Tamae, but died in custody. So, they weren't able to get much out of him. They weren't able to get much of an alibi to corroborate or anything like that. Sorry. So much post-nasal drip for a number of reasons, but I'll just continue.
The cops were smart enough to separate us during questioning. Ooishi didn't come to talk to me. His aim was Satoshi-kun and nobody else. I got a young cop who just talked about ordinary things. He must have been trying to ease me into the interrogation. When I realized that, the clumsy way he spoke began to frustrate me. Is Satoshi-kun alright? I didn't think Ooishi really bought my testimony. He must have been trying to get Satoshi-kun to confess in spite of that. All I could do was pray that he'd keep quiet. The phone on the desk rang, and the cop picked it up.
I thought it might be, but it's, Kuma-chan. What is his actual last name? Kumagai? Kumagaya? Kumatani? I think it's Kumagai. They make so many false surnames for him as like a running joke among the police, that it's kind of hard to keep track of what his real last name is. But I'm almost certain it's Kumagai. I read that line, I think, but I'll read it again.
The phone on the desk rang, and the cop picked it up.
はい、熊谷です。
Told ya. Yes, this is Kumagai.
はい
What?
ああ、そうですか。
Oh, alright.
わかりました。
I understand.
すぐに。
Right away.
He hung up and told me somebody had come to retrieve me. Looked like Satoshi-kun had to stay. Were they going to continue the interrogation just because he had nobody to pick him up? Although, maybe I should have been worrying more about myself. The hag had probably heard about me by now, since I revealed my real identity to the police. I couldn't hide any longer. I was going to receive some sort of punishment. I had no idea what she'd end up doing to me. The degree of punishment for a traitor is always severe in the world of the Sonozakis. The punishment must be carried out. If it's to protect the family's reputation, it's carried out no matter what. Maybe I should kiss my pinky finger while I still can. I asked the young cop just in case.
ねえねえ、
Hey,
アメリカなんかでよく死刑囚が死刑廃止の州で捕まると引き渡さないでくれるっていう話あるじゃないですか。
did you know that in America, if a condemned criminal gets arrested in a state which has banned capital punishment, they refuse to surrender him to the state prosecuting him if that state hasn't banned it?
ん
Huh?
Maybe it was too difficult for him. He just looked puzzled. A glossy black car was waiting for me in front of the police station. A few men from my dad's office bowed to me.
シオンさん、ご無沙汰しております。
Shion-san. It's been a long time.
葛西は
Where's Kasai? Kasai had been helping me ever since my escape from the school. They wouldn't allow him to walk free.
お姉はどうしてるの？
How's Sis doing?
何か言ってる？
Does she have something to say about this?
私たちはシオンさんを本家へお連れしろとしか言われていませんので。
We were only told to bring you to the main house.
詳しくは本家でお尋ねになってください。
Please ask her when you get there.
After saying that, he escorted me into the car. A man sat on either side of me. Obviously, they didn't want me to escape. Thinking of Satoshi-kun, I looked back at the police station. Hold on tight, Satoshi-kun. I'll grin and bear it too. The car started off roughly. It was never a good occasion when I went to this house. Except when Mion and I were really small, oblivious of what the Sonozaki name meant for us. I'd been here only when I had to attend boring family councils. The car parked behind the house. Traders aren't allowed in through the main gate. I got out of the car. It looked like Sis would be the only person who received me. I almost spoke to her casually, but her cold gaze froze me before I could.
お久しぶりですね、シオン。
It's been a while, Shion.
新年以外に会えるとは思いませんでした。
I never expected to see you other than on New Year's.
Oh, how she's turned into Oriol. Or the Onibaba. Excuse me. Some delicious pearls to hawk up.
It gave me the chills to hear her greet me in that cold manner.
ミオン姉様こそ、ご機嫌うるわしゅうございます。
It's a pleasure to see you again, Mion-sama.
新年以外にお顔が見れて、3問くらいの得を感じます。
I feel overjoyed to have the chance to see you, other than on New Year's. I responded, trying to sound likewise.
当主は大変ご立腹ですよ。
Our leader is deeply upset.
どう釈明されるか見ものです。
I wonder how you'll explain yourself.
私がするような釈明なんて別にないですし。
I have absolutely nothing to explain. I had no excuse. I'd escaped from the school solely because I couldn't stand it there. That was all.
シオン、来なさい。
Shion, come this way.
皆待っています。
Everyone is waiting for you. Mio escorted me, and the others followed. We went to the garden, not into the house. As we passed through the huge yard into the woods, I realized where she was taking me. When we were little, we were told never to go near these woods. I had a vague idea of what was in the back of them. I'd heard there was a hidden entrance to the underground torture room, where they used to punish the enemies of the family. The more hideous rumors I heard about the family, the more credible those rumors seemed.
Can't believe I didn't refresh the chat box. I was testing my bot and its connectivity. Excuse me.
Well, I wasn't completely certain about any of that. I never expected to see the torture room for myself. We came to a concave clearing in the middle of the woods. I saw a metal door at the bottom of it. The door reminded me of a bomb shelter.
これが噂の地下実験室ってやつですね。
So, this is the underground torture room, huh? I was surprised to hear my own voice. My voice was trembling. It made me realize that I was more scared than I thought. Nobody answered my question. The very air felt tense. According to the family rules, one of the twins must be eliminated. Was I finally going to be eliminated? I realized I'd been underestimating my punishment. I hadn't been aware of the real terror until now. I just thought I was. Beyond the steel door, the air had an intimidating smell. This really was happening to me. I shouldn't allow myself to give in to fear. I felt like saying something rude, but my lips were dry. My fingers were fidgeting.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna drink some more water, let it absorb into my lips, and apply some more Burt's Bees. I like how you can just barely hear the Higurashi.
I was escorted through the narrow hallway and down a few sets of stairs. There, I saw another huge steel door. So, this was the place. It was this spacious and utterly odd-looking room. The room had two sections that looked completely different. One side looked like a lounge. I saw several high-ranking members of the family council sitting on cushions there, looking expressionless. The other half was tiled, as if in a large public bath. That was already puzzling enough. And there were those things. To be honest, they captured my attention from the moment I arrived. I noticed them even before I saw the lounge and tiled space. I just didn't want to accept that they existed. I couldn't stand straight. I almost dropped to my knees. But I couldn't. Two young men had been holding me by the arms since I got here. There were oddly shaped things hanging from the wall. I was just refusing to recognize what they were. I knew exactly what they were called. I see. I understood that. Those eerily shaped objects were torch devices from hell.
だほ
Darn fool.
がどの面下げて戻ってきた思うとっとと
How dare you return?
How dare you breathe another second, you only baba?
The hag, sitting at the front of the lounge, intimidated me in a horrid voice. She kept cursing me for a little while. She was so incensed that I could barely tell what she was saying. I knew what she was trying to say, though. The hag was willing to forgive my escape from the school. But once I revealed my identity to the police, she had to step in. Since I had disobeyed the family rule, she, as the leader, was forced to punish me. Moreover, there was one thing that bothered her more than anything else. The fact that I covered for Satoshi-kun. The whole Joa family had been seen as traitors to the village ever since the dam conflict. Satoshi-kun is still considered one of them. She couldn't accept that I was connected to him. To me, this was a bit unexpected. I'd escaped from the school the hag had put me in. All the while I believed that was what she was upset about. But in fact, she said that she was the most uncomfortable with my connection with Satoshi-kun. I couldn't believe this. Of course, I knew that Satoshi-kun's family was persecuted for their betrayal. But I didn't think that Satoshi-kun was also burdened with that responsibility.
そんなのサトシ君関係ないじゃないですか。
He has nothing to do with that!
サトシ君の親はわかるとしてもサトシ君個人には何の責任もな。
I understand that his parents were ostracized, but he shouldn't be!
しゃあなしいわ
Shut the heck up!
You shut up. You shut your Yakuza mouth.
The hag interrupted me with a shout, which made me cower in fear. She continued slandering the Hojos and said that Satoshi-kun was a cursed child. I started feeling ticked off. What did he do to deserve this? What was he being blamed for? It was too late when I realized I'd said that out loud. The hag looked furious. I'd obviously upset her. I decided to repeat myself to make it very clear how I felt.
ばあさん、あんた何言ってんの？
What are you saying, you old hag?
黙って聞いてれば言いたい放題。
Everything you've spouted is nonsense!
ああなんばねすったら口の利き
Who the heck do you think you're talking to?
A saggy, wrinkled old tea bag.
やかましい！しまいまで聞きなよ、バカ野郎！
Shut the heck up! Let me finish, you piece of crap! I shouted loudly to silence the hag.
だいたいあんたはサトシ君の何を知ってるの？
What the living heck do you know about Satoshi-kun?
サトシ君のことをよく知りもしないくせにまるで彼を害虫みたいに言い捨てて。
How can you talk about him like he's some pest when you don't know anything about him?
サトシ君がどんなにいい人か私はよく知っている。
I know how sweet he is.
彼が北条だからいけないの？
You don't like him because it's a hojo?
バッカみたい。
How freaking stupid is that?
時代錯誤も甚だしい。
Is even your brain archaic or what?
園崎の私が北条のサトシ君と一緒にいたのがそんなにも不愉快なの？
You hate the fact that Sonozaki is with a hojo that much?
くったらないくったらないバッカみたい。
That's not just stupid, that's beyond stupid!
こんな安っぽいロミジュリを自分で体験できるなんて思わなかったな。
Boy, I never expected to feel like Juliet! My voice became hoarse from shouting. My face was messy with tears. Even so, I didn't feel like putting a stop to my emotional explosion. I was all too aware that I was doing this just to overwhelm my fear. The hag was glaring at me while breathing heavily. I glared back at her as fiercely as I could. Eventually, I realized that her sticking point was my relationship with Satoshi-kun. She wasn't only upset that I had a mere connection with him.
そっか。ミオンがそういう告げ口をしたわけか。
Just making sure I read everything.
I see. Looks like Mion mentioned that too. It was as though Mion were wearing a mask. She didn't budge under my penetrating glare. That was what the hag was really unhappy about. The fact that I was in love with Satoshi-kun.
確かに私、自分が園崎家だとかサトシ君が北条家だとかそんなの全然興味ないし、園崎家のメンツがとか世間体がどうとか全然関心ありません。
I don't give a crap about his family background or my own.
認めますよ、認めます。
Yeah, I'll admit that I'm in love with him.
私は北条サトシ君が好きです。
I love Hojo Satoshi-kun.
彼のことが大好きです。
I love him so much.
それっていけないこと？
Is that so wrong?
人が人を好きになるのに何か理由が必要？
Do you need a reason to love somebody? I could see the relatives shaking their heads in turmoil. Among them, I saw my mom. She must have been trying to protect me. But even she wouldn't look at me. Instead, she looked silently at the floor.
後ろのあんたたちも聞こえてるでしょ？
Did you guys in the back hear me?
私おかしいこと言ってる？
Am I wrong?
あんたたちだってサトシ君をよく知れば、彼がどんなに素敵な男の子で私が好きになるのがおかしくないことがすぐにわかる。
You know how sweet Satoshi-kun is in an instant if you bothered to get to know him.
なのに、なんで相手の人格も知ろうとしないで一方的に。
How can you put him down without? Mion held out a hand to silence me. Then she slowly walked in my direction.
もう結構です、シオン。
That is enough, Shion.
あなたの言い分と覚悟はよくわかりました。
I understand what you wanted to say. Mion put her head close to mine and whispered.
シオンの覚悟はよくわかったよ。
Shion, I know how you feel.
でもここまで言い切っちゃったら誰にももうかばえない。
But you can't go back after coming this far.
シオンがけじめをつけてみせるしかない。
You have to pay for what you did.
けじめ？
What did I do?
なんで私が？
Why me?
私がなんでそんなバカな。
That's ridiculous!
シオン。
Shion. Mion's face turned cold again, and she calmly told me,
あなたの言う個人の理屈は多分正し
You're probably right,
い。でもね、
but
あなたも理解していると思うけど、ここはひなみ沢で、私たちは園崎家なの。
this is Hinamizawa, and we are Sonozakis, as I'm sure you understand.
御三家の末席で、今や事実上のひなみ沢の筆頭家。
We are leaders. We are the leaders of the three families.
そしてあなたは仮にも園崎家次期当主である 園崎ミオンの双子の妹。
And you are the twin sister of the successor, Sonozaki Mion.
それが
Yet, I interrupted her.
あんたとはこっちに帰ってからどうもそのあたりの話が食い合わないですね。
We haven't agreed on that matter ever since I came back.
大人の事情みたいなことばっか。
You're full of this reputation crap.
ひなみ沢
Hinamizawa?
園崎家
The Sonozakis?
だから何？
So what?
私はそんなの全然興味な。
I don't give an F about.
聞きなさい。
Listen! Mion interrupted me, just like I did her.
シオンは今日まで沖宮で生活するにあたってどれだけの人の世話になってる？
How many people did you depend on to start your new life in Okinomiya? Chills shot through my spine.
葛西さん、奥の牢屋にいる。
Kasai-san is in the cell at the back.
なんで葛西が？
Why Kasai? I knew why, of course. The moment I got caught, those who helped me were destined to meet the same fate. We were all subject to the punishment of betrayal. Maybe my punishment would be lighter than what they'd be going through. Kasai and Uncle Yoshiro must have been treated much worse than this. Everybody who helped me was falling victim.
シオンがどういう目にあってもシオン本人は覚悟があるからいいだろうけど。
I know well that you are prepared for your punishment, yes.
お世話になった葛西さんや吉郎おじさんがどうなるかまでは
But have you
考えが及ばない？
ever thought of the consequences that Kasai-san and Uncle Yoshiro will have to face? My head rapidly cooled down. My aggression was all used up. I should be able to bear whatever punishment they bring on me. But I resented the fact that I'd be putting the people who supported me at risk.
シオン、
Shion
ばっちゃんに謝って
apologized to Granny.
けじめをつけてみせればシオン一人だけの話で全部済む。
If you do, the others won't have to suffer.
誰にも迷惑をかけない。
All right?
でもミオン、
But Mion!
私間違ったこと言った？
Did I really do something wrong?
そんなにも悪いことした？
Was any of what I did that bad? The moment Mion learned that I wasn't willing to apologize, her expression turned cold again.
It's been cold this whole time.
She turned her back to me and returned to the lounge. I talked back to the hag in a really harsh manner. I told her that I didn't do anything wrong. Yet I involved many people to whom I owed so much. It went without saying, this was my responsibility. I was the sole person to blame, and no fault lay with them. Yes, Kasai and Yoshiro-san were blameless, just as Satoshi-kun was. But then, as if she read my mind, Mion turned around and gave a slight nod. It was possible that something was going to happen to Satoshi-kun. On top of Kasai and Uncle Yoshiro.
待って、おね。
What? Wait, sis!
Hold on.
Wait, sis! That can't happen. Satoshi-kun. I mean, nobody else should be punished. Please forgive them.
何ですか、シオン。
What is it, Shion? Tears rolled down my cheeks. I no longer cared about my pride.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
私が間違っていました。
I was wrong.
許してください。当主様。
Please forgive me. I should have said what the hag wanted to hear. Yet she still looked I just denounced her so badly in front of the relatives. She wouldn't forgive me so easily. Just then, Mion spoke as a successor.
ではシオン、
I'm gonna take a leave really quickly. My vocal cords are getting inflamed. I gotta put an end to that.
So, Shion,
どうやってけじめをつけるつもりです？
how do you propose to pay for this?
けじめってどうすれば？
Pay? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Nothing could be scarier than being told to pay up while standing next to horrid-looking torture devices. I was completely terrified. I couldn't move from trembling. Mion saw that and whispered to her grandmother. I nodded. Mion summoned some young minions and gave them an order. They removed one of the torture devices hanging on the wall, then set a table in front of me and put the device on top of it.
何これ？
What is this?
爪を剥ぐための道具です。
That's weird. Mion's name doesn't appear here, like it should.
It's a tool for removing fingernails.
使い方はわかります？
And it sounds kind of buzzy and, like frequencies were clipped.
Do you know how to use it?
わかるわけないでしょ。
No way! I shook as I stared at the tool. It looked like a giant nail clipper. You probably put the part that looks like a bead between your finger and fingernail, pulling them apart if you squeeze the handle. The chills ran up and down my spine when I imagined that.
爪1枚ずつでシオンがかけた迷惑のそれぞれのけじめとします。
Each fingernail represents one of your responsibilities.
園崎シオン。
Shion Sonozaki Shion.
どの指でも構いません。
No matter which ones you choose.
自らの手で3枚の爪を剥がしてみせなさい。
You must remove 3 nails yourself. 3? One for Kasai. One for Uncle Yoshiro. And the last for Satoshi-kun.
I keep forgetting, or I keep not fully pronouncing the long O and
Yoshiro!
I need to work on that. Because I keep trying to, but it's like my voice cuts out prematurely. Excuse me.
It was a fairly reasonable number.
本当にそれで他の人は許してくれるんですか？
Will you really not punish the others?
約束して。
Promise me.
私がちゃんと自分の爪を剥げたら他のみんなは許すと約束して。
Please, promise to let them go if I do this.
これはあなたのけじめであって取引ではありませんよ。
This is a punishment, not a negotiation.
この方法が気に入らないなら
If you don't like the procedure,
やるから待って
I'll do it!
待ってよやるから
Just give me a second. I'm doing it! I put the device to my little finger while shaking badly. If my fingernail was shorter, it would have been harder. The metal bead captured my little finger beautifully. The subordinates then stabilized my left hand with a different restraining tool. That seemed reasonable because my finger would slip out if it weren't restrained like that. As the subordinates buckled up the leather straps, I realized that this was really happening. And there was no escape. Somewhere in my mind I'd been thinking that they might forgive me after just the gesture alone. I shouldn't have been so naive. The emotions I'd been holding back appeared in the form of tears and kept rolling down my cheeks. It was like my feelings were being squeezed out into the very last drip. Something even more horrifying followed this. It was the silence awaiting my next action.
でどうするの
So, what should I do now? One of the subordinates pointed to the handle and told me to either squeeze it or hit it. He recommended that the latter would be easier, to make it quick. Nobody said anything after that. There was nothing to hear but the sound of my sweat dripping onto the floor. The onlookers were staring at me silently, waiting for me to execute my punishment. Both the hag and Mion, they were also anticipating it. I could refuse. That meant I wouldn't be paying up. This punishment exists to offer payment in exchange for the safety of those who helped me. If I refused, they would suffer. I started breathing heavily. I knew that if I did this, the others would go free. This was, if you thought about it, quite a good deal. If it weren't me, it wouldn't be just 3 fingernails. If it were Kasai, he'd have to sacrifice his little finger, or something even worse. I knew that. It was my selfish desire to get away from that school. Why did Kasai have to suffer because of that? I knew that. Why did Uncle Yoshiro have to suffer just because he provided me with a job? I knew that the hag and the other relatives still hated the Hojos, so I didn't know what to do to Satoshi-kun if I didn't do this. Would they bring Satoshi-kun here and tell him to do the same? Would they tell him to remove his fingernails in exchange for forgiving me? He'd do it. He'd sacrifice himself with no hesitation in order to save others. My sweat dripped onto the table through my nose. I'd do it. Yes. It was only 3 fingernails. It might hurt a lot, but I wouldn't die. The fingernails would grow back. It wouldn't even leave a huge scar. I shouldn't be afraid. The punishment was minimal because it was me. If I refused to do this, the others would be punished much more severely.
Let me apply some more entertaining secret. Starting to run low. but I still have enough.
I couldn't let that happen to Kasai, Okuyashiro, or Satsuki. I was the only one that should be punished. So I just needed to bear the pain. I wasn't just breathing heavily anymore. I was also moaning faintly, ready to scream at any moment. That's right. Make it quick. This wasn't torture, so I didn't have to prolong the moment of pain. I should do it in one swift blow. That way my pain and fear would be minimized. I raised my right arm. Quickly. The pain would be less if I did it in one stroke. It'd be much more painful if I messed it up. I held my breath. I felt as if my body was frozen. I was choking. The chills crept up my spine. Don't be afraid, Sion. Fingernails are just a tiny fraction of the whole body. Just 1 square centimeter. I could do this. I could bear it. I smacked my right hand onto the handle of the device. I sensed the noise in my body. It sounded in my ears. At the same time, I felt a pain I'd never experienced before. A moment later, the pain pulsated with my heartbeat. I clutched my teeth. I felt like my teeth were crackling. I tightly shut my eyes until my eyeballs got squeezed up. The pain wouldn't fade. Rather, it swelled with my blood pressure. I felt as though I was bloating like a balloon. Timidly, I opened my eyes. I found that my little finger wasn't really drenched in blood. There was bleeding, but not much. Certainly not enough to explain how much it hurt. My fingernail was open just like the hood of a car. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was overwhelming. It occurred to me that I'd only done 1 out of 3. Did I have to repeat this 2 more times? Did I have to remove the nails from my ring and middle fingers as well? I looked at the Hagen mill, begging for mercy. But they were just silently staring at me. As if the show had only just begun. I saw no hint of mercy in their eyes. They would be changing their minds. Since they said 3, it had to be 3. They wouldn't forgive me until I removed 2 more fingernails.
Mion, これで許して。
Mion, look, isn't this enough?
あのね、これ本当に痛いの。すごく痛いんだよ。
That really hurts. You know that?
ほら、私の顔を見ればわかるよね。
You see that? In my eyes, don't you?
本当にさ、痛くて。
It really hurts. Mion answered, still wearing a cold look.
シオン、
Shion? She didn't mean that it was sufficient. What she meant is that the others would have to take the remaining punishment if I didn't. I knew that. I really did know. I'll do it! This is easy! You say this! This doesn't scare me. This doesn't hurt. I quickly moved the metal beacon set it on my ring finger and smacked it with no hesitation. Instead of making it quick, maybe I was just wrenching out of fear. I messed up. The torture tool had caught just the tip of my fingernail. The pain, however, was equal. I couldn't believe I'd only chopped it. Did I have to do it again? Did I have to continue removing the nail from my ring finger? Not much pain again. Again.
Shion.
Shion. No. I don't want to do it. I couldn't bear it anymore. I started crying shamelessly. I can't take it anymore. It's too painful. What? 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 Okay. The mouse was like trapped in like this zoom thing, and it wouldn't let go. It just skipped all this. Well. Forgive me, please! I'm sorry! I apologize! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! They didn't even see me hear my voice. It felt as if there were an invisible barrier between us. They showed no mercy. They were just here to witness this ritual. So rather than sympathetic, they looked amazed by my screw-up. Mion walked up to me and whispered to my crying face, Shion, there's just a bit more to go. Hang in there. No! 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 I can't do this! It really hurts! It really does! Mion shook her head, then signaled the subordinates. They came from behind me. They covered my head with something like a neck cap. There was a blindfold. One of the pinned me on an else and hold, restricting my movement. No! Stop it! No! I couldn't have found the guy behind me. Then I felt something strange on my left hand. The other guy was doing something with his torture tool. He put the metal beak between my ring finger and his fingernail. Help me! My left hand was fixed to the restraint, so I couldn't put up much protest anyway. But even that left hand was pressed down by its rough palms until it hurt, robbing it of the freedom even to tremble. They had no hesitation. It was made very clear to me how merciless people could be. Robbed of my vision, all I could do was clench my teeth against the pain assailing me. If there was anything I was thankful for, it was that he was well practiced, and it ripped off both of my fingernails cleanly. Pain and screaming might induce narcotic chemicals in the brain. While screaming, I started losing consciousness.
Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Meakashi-hen. I'm sweating profusely. I need to apply some more deodorant. I need to use more entertaining secret and a glophitis for my throat. What music are they playing now? Okay. Well, have to apply more deodorant. Darn it. Stupid headset pressing buttons on my behalf. Let's hook them. Rinse out my mouth with some water so I don't swallow more of that glophitis. The real brand name is Chloroseptic, but I used to keep wanting to call it, or just calling it, a glophitis on instinct. And now I have it in this bottle, which looks which looks a fair bit like the glophitis vial in Silent Hill 1. So the joke intensifies. This will forevermore be known on this channel as a glophitis. I don't think I will ever stop calling it that. Let's see if I can even do Shion's voice after all that. Jeez. Yeah. Sweating profusely from my pits. Too much information, I know, but... when you really put yourself into the character and what they're going through at a given moment, your body physiologically responds in a very strong manner. That's something a lot of people don't realize about acting, voice acting. Like, it gets to you. I was being Sonozaki Shion right then, to the best of my ability.
My memories remain missing. I couldn't remember how I got back to my room. I held my head with both hands. My left hand was bandaged. The fingers that had their nails removed and swollen like hot dogs. I paid with those 3 fingernails for what I did. The hag had said something after the punishment, but I didn't remember any of it. I was taken to a hospital in Okinomiya.
So in the anime, Shion states in the narration that Oryo told her afterwards to forget all about that boy, Satoshi. Excuse me. Forget all about that Hojo boy. That's what she said, according to Shion in the anime, but here she just doesn't remember. I'm sure she could gather as much. Gosh, I need to drink some water. This is not good. I'm gonna be sucking on ice cubes for sure after the stream.
I was taken to a hospital in Okinomiya. The car shook on the way, adding extra pain on top of what I already felt. Somebody gave me some aspirin. They worked just like they said on TV, but they didn't last more than 10 minutes. I swallowed the pills without water.
Gosh darn, they gave you aspirin? That's cruel. You need, like, dilaudid, morphine, something like that. At the very least, something like oxycodone or Oxycontin, which is oxycodone mixed with Tylenol. Gosh darn. They just gave her aspirin? That's just insult to injury. That's cruel. But medical care is flawed even in this country, and there are some doctors who just do that sort of crap and worry about following the typical procedure with one-fits-all pain medication that you could just get over the counter at any old freaking thing. Why do you even come there in the first place? But she shouldn't have had to dry swallow it either. Sonosaki's had to have, paid the doctors to just be as unhospitable as possible. I forget what the news, what the police, Japanese police and the news cooperate in calling Yakuza groups. It's sort of, I think it means something like criminal organization, but I'd be calling them that right now if I knew what the term was, or I remembered.
While I was spacing out in the waiting lounge, Kasai showed up. He probably came to check if I was alright.
He is all top lip. You notice that? Like, he has a big top lip and a lower bottom lip. I'm the opposite. My top lip is thin and my bottom lip is fat. My mom always said, this is my mom's lip and this is my dad's lip. It's true.
I obviously wasn't. He must have understood that from my bandaged left arm dangling from my shoulder. Kasai, on the other hand, looked just fine. At least on the outside. I was relieved that my sacrifice had meant something. Kasai didn't say anything. I couldn't tell if he wanted to tell me something or not, because he looked so emotionless.
葛西
Kasai?
なんでしょう。
Yes?
He paused shortly before answering. I could tell he was upset. I didn't regret revealing my true identity in order to protect Satoshi-kun. But I hadn't wanted Kasai, her Uncle Yoshiro, to be hurt. I had been contradicting myself.
吉郎おじさんはどうなったか知ってます？
Do you know how Uncle Yoshiro is doing?
いいえ。
No.
したたかな方です。
I'm sure he's alright.
ご無事と思います。
Because he's strong.
後で謝られた方がいいでしょう。
So you should apologize to him.
うん。
Okay. I wanted to ask him about Satoshi-kun too. I wondered if he was captured or harassed by the Sonozaki family because of me. But I was hesitant to ask Kasai. After all, I'd chosen Satoshi-kun over them. Was Satoshi-kun alright? I hoped he wouldn't get caught or incarcerated somewhere. I paid the hospital bill, and Kasai gave me a ride home.
You paid the hospital bill. What kind of bucks are you making, Shion? I want some of that. Seriously. How does she, a girl working a part-time job with no health insurance, pay a hospital bill like that? I mean, gosh, they did give her just aspirin with not even any water, so... Oh, I guess bandages too, so. But still, hospital stuff is way overpriced. I am calling BS on this. There is no way Sonozaki Shion, in her current life circumstances, paid that bill. No freaking way. In 1982 Japan, in modern day America, I don't care. That is not happening.
I finally realized that somebody was knocking on my door.
シオンさん、そろそろ体を起こしてください。横になり続けるのもやはり体に毒です。
Please, you need to start moving around a little bit. I'm ad-libbing. I just knew that he asked her to please do something. It's not healthy to sleep so much.
It was Kasai. He put some side dishes on the table, and we started nibbling at them.
What kind of hospital is this? Like, seriously. Unless this is her room. Did I read this?
He put some side dishes on the table, and we started nibbling at them.
I think I did.
気分は落ち着かれましたか？
How do you feel?
落ち着いたというか、落ち込んだというか。
Depressed. Falling apart.
この数日間はずっと伏せっていたんですか？
That I did understand the Japanese of. That's why I added that little in. Have you been resting?
食事はされていましたか？
Have you been eating?
冷蔵庫の中の残り物を適当に食べてました。
I've been eating the stuff left in the fridge.
あとは天井を見てるか眠っているかのどっちか。
Otherwise, I've been either sleeping or staring at the ceiling. It had been 3 days. I'd just been lying down since then. I woke up every now and then in my shallow sleep, but I didn't feel like getting up or thinking. I felt like I'd just been floating the whole time. My appetite was gone, but it came back with the smell of the food Kasai brought. I wasn't able to think of anything to talk to Kasai about, so I just ate silently.
昨日ミオンさんから連絡がありました。
I got a call from Mion-san yesterday.
シオンさんの部屋に何度か電話したけど出なかったからということで。
She was saying she called you a few times, but she never got through. I wonder why.
The moment I heard Mion's name, I felt my wounds throb. But I didn't stop Kasai, who continued.
園崎本家としてはシオンさんがご自分でけじめをつけられたのでこれで決着とするそうです。
You sound like it's not a given. Because you've paid up, the family decided to close the matter.
あの学園には退学届が出されます。
You will officially withdraw from St. Lucia's.
シオンさんは沖宮の学校に編入になるそうです。
A transfer to a school in Ooishi.
園崎シオンの人権が認められたってことか。
About freaking time.
They're finally acknowledging my right to make my own decisions, huh?
そうですね。
Indeed.
今後は園崎シオンとして生活してくださって構わないそうです。
They said you could live as yourself now, under a few conditions.
ですが、みだりにひなみ沢には近づかないこと。
You'll stay away from Hinamizawa.
園崎ミオンを語らないこと。
You won't pretend to be Sonozaki Mion.
人前にみだりに姿を現さないこと。他にも細々とありますが、詰まるところ。
You won't show up in public places. And so on. This means
存在を認めてやるから本家に目立つようなことは二度とするなってわけか。
In exchange for acknowledging me, they don't want me to hang around.
そういうことになります。
that's correct.
もちろん永続的なわけじゃありません。
Of course, it is only temporary.
ほとぼりが冷めるまで当分ということです。
Until things cool down.
具体的にいつまでという期限があるわけではありませんが、今年いっぱいくらいはこれまで通り目立たない生活を送られた方がよろしいかと思います。
End of the year? This is freaking July! Or no, sorry, end of June. 6 freaking months. Someone needs to get Oryo on a torture device that splits her ego from her. But it will hurt just as much too.
私は沖宮でひっそり暮らすだけで十分です。もともとこれまでだってそうして暮らしてきたわけだし。
It'd be good enough just to live in Okinomiya quietly, the way it was before. Kasai put on a sad smile. I smiled back at him likewise. Before the conversation ended, I should ask him what I wanted to know.
サトシ君はどうなったの？
How's Satoshi-kun doing? I wish that Kasai would assure me of his safety right away. But he didn't answer like that.
葛西、
Kasai,
サトシ君は
is
Would
he
you
alright?
シオンさん、
Shion-san.
Kasai put his chopsticks down.
本家から北条サトシ君のことは忘れろとことづかっています。
The family wants you to forget about him.
何それ？
What?
シオンさん、
Shion-san.
あなたと喧嘩はしたくないんで、これ以上この話はしたくありません。
I don't want to get in an argument with you, so I will not get into the details.
本家からの言葉を伝えるのみにとどめさせてもらいます。
I'm only relaying to you what the family wants.
何？その話をしたくないってのは。
What are you talking about?
葛西！
What details, Kasai? Kasai pretended as though he didn't hear me and started eating again. I'd never seen him get so stubborn like this. Sonozaki family have been using the Hojo family as a scapegoat. They must have concluded that Sonozaki shouldn't be in love with the Hojo. I didn't like that. Satoko is a friend of Mion's at school. Would it be okay if Satoshi-kun and I were the same gender? Anyway, If I did something conspicuous again, they might do something to him for real. Just like they forced me to remove my own fingernails. Sonozaki family wouldn't hesitate. They'd torture him if need be. Maybe, if I really loved him, I should stay away. Satoshi-kun won't show up in Okinomiya unless he rejoins the Hinamizawa fighters. I'd have to pretend to be Mion if I wanted to go to Hinamizawa, but I didn't think she'd cooperate with me. Even if she did, it'd be some time down the road. Even if they told me not to see him. I already had no means of doing that again. Oh, wait. Mion gave me his number a little while ago. I could call him, and maybe ask to meet with him secretly. But if I got caught again, they wouldn't cut me any slack. Should I risk it? What the heck did I even want from Satoshi-kun?
Kasai?
Kasai,
ちょっと一人になりたい。
can I be alone for a moment? Kasai started putting away his food in a rush, assuming that I wanted him to leave.
あ、いいの。
No, that's not what I meant.
That was fairly short for this sentence. I thought there was more coming, especially with that comma there. You never know what to expect.
kasaiはのんびり食べてて。
Take your time and finish your food.
私がちょっと一人で散歩がしたいだけなの。
I just want to take a walk.
私もシオンさんと一緒に出ないとこの部屋に鍵がかけられません。
You can't lock this place up if I don't step out with you.
Kasai quickly put away his meal and followed me out.
あ、先に断っとくけど、別にサトシ君に会いに行くわけじゃないからね。
Just to be clear, I'm not going out to see Satoshi-kun, alright?
わかりました。
I see.
I turned around and started walking. My destination was rather pathetic. It was the toy store that sold that giant teddy bear. I couldn't deny that I was somewhat expecting Satoshi-kun to pass by there. I couldn't stop myself from looking at the faces of passers-by who resembled him. I looked into the store's window. The teddy bear was gone.
サトシ君、おめでとう。
Satoshi-kun, congrats.
買えたんだね。
Looks like you were able to buy it. His evil aunt had died, and his wicked uncle was living with his mistress. Satoshi-kun succeeded in fulfilling his duty as a big brother by buying his little sister that huge teddy bear. There was nobody left to hurt him. He was free from his tiresome efforts. He was completely free from pain. Over time, he'd retrieve his smile, and he'd go back to being the Satoshi-kun I love. But I wouldn't be there with him. I heard a car honking. I didn't think it was honking at me at first, but it was so persistent that I had to look up. The person waving at me from their car
I already know who it is. Oh. Surprise.
was Idiot. He was waving at me all carefree, oblivious to my feelings.
I thought it was gonna be Ooishi.
園崎さん、
Sonozaki-san!
ご無沙汰していますね。
Long time no see!
あ、ひょっとしてサトシ君と待ち合わせでしたか？
Oh, are you meeting up with Hojo-san?
いえ、そういうわけじゃないです。
No, I'm not.
そのおもちゃ屋さんのショーウィンドウはサトシ君もよく覗いていましたからね。
I know he looks into that store's windows all the time.
それでてっきりサトシ君との待ち合わせか何かかなって思っちゃいまして。
So, I assumed you were expecting him here or something.
いえ、たまたまここを通りかかっただけです。
No, I'm just passing by.
変えたみたいですね、サトシ君。
Looks like he was able to buy that teddy bear, Satoshi-kun. Ide seemed to know about the teddy bear as well. He smiled upon seeing its empty display space.
昨日がさとこちゃんの誕生日でした。
Yesterday was Satoko-chan's birthday.
きっとあのぬいぐるみでそれをお祝いできたと思います。
He must have celebrated it with that teddy bear.
じゃあもうサトシ君は無茶なアルバイトに精を出さなくてもいいわけですね。
He doesn't have to work so hard anymore, huh?
そうですね。
Indeed.
サトシ君ってひなみ沢ファイターズ退部届とか出しちゃったんですか？
Did he turn in his resignation to the Hinamizawa fighters?
そんなもの出てたんですか？
Oh, does that even exist?
私は受け取ってませんよ。
I never received one.
マネージャーの園崎さんは？
Did you, Sonozaki-san?
受け取ってないです。
No, I didn't.
誰も退部届を受け取ってないならまだうちの部員ってことですね。
So, that means he still belongs to the team.
しばらくして生活が落ち着いたらまた戻ってきてくれるんじゃないかなって思ってます。
Don't you think so? I'm ad-libbing again. I think he'll be back after things have settled down.
でもその時に園崎さんがいなかったらきっと悲しむだろうな。
But I know he'll be sad if he doesn't see you there.
Ide teased me. He's a grown-up after all. He must have been trying to sound optimistic because he knew I was feeling a bit down.
園崎さんも落ち着いたらいつでもチームに帰ってきてください。
You can come back to the team anytime you want.
あなたがいないとやっぱり寂しいですよ。
It might as well be empty without you.
園崎さんが帰ってきてくれたらぜひ女子マネージャーの制服をメイドさんな格好にしようと思ってまして。
I see he's resorted to Ooishi's tactics of trying to cheer someone up, just being super perverted instead. I'm thinking of providing you with a maid costume once you get back.
I burst into laughter. Ide sure hadn't changed.
あ、そうだ。
Oh, I almost forgot.
もう名乗ってもいいんだった。
I can tell you my name now.
監督、今まで騙しててすみません。
Sorry, Coach. I was lying about my identity.
私、ミオンじゃないんです。
I'm not Mion.
シオンっていう双子の妹なんです。
I'm Sion, her twin sister.
訳ありで、今までずっとミオンのふりしてきました。
I've been pretending to be her for a few reasons.
え
What?
双子の妹さんですか？
You're Mion-san's twin sister?
He was totally taken aback. I burst into laughter again.
そうです。
Yes,
園崎シオンと言います。
I am Sonozaki Shion.
園崎本家に嫌われてるんで、あまり堂々と暮らせる立場じゃないんですけどね。
I'm forced to live quietly because my grandmother hates me, though.
知らなかったですよ。
I never realized.
まさかミオンさんに双子の妹さんがいたなんて。
Mion-san had a twin sister.
そりゃ全く同感です。
Same here.
Suddenly, a loud voice interrupted us. The voice sounded mean and greasy, unlike Idie's.
I don't know, I think EDA sounds a little greasy too.
It was him. Ooishi.
Again, there's this kanji in the background. It's funny how we see him a lot in this arc, and that sign's just there. I mean, it's been there in other arcs, like, Watanagashi-hen.
入江先生もこんにちは。
Hello, Dr. Irie.
先日は遅くまでありがとうございました。
Thank you for your cooperation last night.
いえ、何もお役に立てませんで申し訳ないです。
Don't mention it. I wasn't much of any help. Excuse me.
They were just going through the motions. It was obvious that they hated each other. Irie whispered to me.
私はもうここを離れますが、一緒に車に乗りますか？
I'm leaving now. Do you want to get in my car?
お家まで送りますよ。
I can drive you home.
Irie figured that Ooishi was after me, so he was giving me a chance to slip away. Looking at Ooishi's face, it was clear that his focus was on me, not Irie. He probably intended to interrogate me until my testimony broke. I was sure I could talk my way out of it, but it'd just be a waste of time.
そうですね。
All right,
じゃあ監督、
Coach.
そろそろ行きましょうか。
Let's get going.
ありゃ、お二人でどちらかにお出かけの途中でしたか？
Oh, are you two going somewhere together?
Like it's any of your business, fat pig.
ええ、
Yes.
チームの夕涼み会用に景品を探しているところだったんです。
We're on our way to get some stuff for the team.
他にも行くお店がたくさんありますので、この辺で私たちは失礼します。
We have to drop by a few places, so will you excuse us?
Irie bowed. I followed suit. I had to admire how good he was at lying. He's a grown-up after all. Ooishi seemed to know it was a lie. But he didn't have a warrant, so he couldn't stop us. I moved to get into Irie's car.
In the anime, she didn't meet Irie here at all. Or maybe she did, I can't remember. But anyway, she did end up going with Ooishi. So I imagine the bit of news.
お怪我は大丈夫なんですか？
So I imagine the bit of news coming up is going to be delivered by Irie and not Ooishi in the original work.
How are your wounds?
園崎シオンさん。
Sonozaki Shion-san.
I gasped when I heard that. My left hand was bandaged. It was unsightly, so I kept it in my pocket. There was no way Ooishi could have been able to see it.
可能さえしなきゃきれいに治りますよ。
They'll heal with no problems if they don't get infected.
私も子供の頃は何度か爪を剥いじゃったことがありましたがね。ほら、きれいなもんでしょ
I tore my fingernails off a couple of times myself when I was a kid. But look, they look beautiful now, don't they?
う。
They look like they have a whole bunch of grease under them. You unctuous cow.
男の爪が綺麗でも気色悪いだけです。
Good one, Shion. That's why she's waifu.
Men's fingernails shouldn't look beautiful. That gives me the creeps. Ooishi scratched his head and chuckled. He's supposed to be one of the best cops at the Okinomiya PD, and he knows all about the underground activities in the region. He must have heard about my payment from somewhere. Still, that happened in the secret basement of the Sonozaki main house. I couldn't underestimate this guy's sources.
お見舞い、感謝感激です。
Thank you for your kind words.
じゃあ、もう行きますね。
We'll be going now.
失礼します。
Excuse us.
園崎シオンさん。
Sonozaki Shion-san.
私とコーヒーでも飲みに行きません？
Why don't we get coffee together sometime?
はあ？
What?
何それ？私を口説いてんですか？
Are you hitting on me?
そういうことでもいいですよ。
If you like.
遠慮します。
Sorry.
1日は有限24時間。
Time flies.
わざわざ退屈なことに費やすなんて馬鹿げてますから。
I can't waste any of that precious time on things that don't interest me.
もう参ったな。
You got me there.
じゃあこうしましょう。
How about this then?
私とのおしゃべりが退屈になったらいつでも途中で帰っていいです。
You can leave any time if you get bored of talking to me.
引き止めません。
I won't stop you.
Yeah, right.
そういう約束でどうです？
How does that sound?
あんたが喋るのは勝手ですが、私は喋りませんよ。
I don't mind you talking, but I won't talk back.
それをおしゃべりと呼べるかは怪しいですが。
I doubt you could call it a conversation.
ねえ、それで結構です。
Yes, that'd be fine.
シオンさんは聞き役で結構です。
You can just listen.
私が勝手に一方的に喋るだけ。
No talk.
あなたはコーヒーでも飲みながら中年親父の独り言を聞き流してくださればそれで結構です。
You can just listen to an old man ramble while sipping on a cup of coffee.
So maybe it is Ooishi delivers the incoming news.
He was being strangely persistent. It didn't look like he was trying to poke a hole in my statement. What would he even talk about? I got a bit curious, even though I was still skeptical.
監督、
Coach,
すみません。私、ちょっと大石のおじさまとデートに行こうと思います。
I think I'll go on the date with the old man instead.
ミオじゃない、シオンさん？
Mion. I mean, Shion-san. I winked at him and told him not to worry. Irie didn't insist. He got in his car and drove off. Ooishi backed up his car so I could get in. I hopped in the back seat since I didn't want to sit next to him.
Well, I don't know how things are for Japanese police procedure, but in America, anybody who's not a police officer must ride in the backseat of a cop car.
本当に喫茶店に行くの？
And of course, there's that grating in between the front seats and the back seats. Or sometimes plexiglass thing. Or both.
Are we really going to a cafe?
あなたの親類の目がない喫茶店があるなら紹介してもらえると助かるんですがね。
If you could direct me to one with no connection to your family, that'd be great.
チェ。それなら勝手に連行でも何でもすればいい。
Why don't you just take me to the station then? Ooishi carefully checked for oncoming traffic, and then started driving. Ooishi took me to the police station, as I thought he might. If he had taken me to a nice cafe, he would have scored some points. But whatever.
署の方が都合がいいと思ったから署にしただけです。
I thought it might be more convenient if you came here.
私の話が退屈になったら帰っていいという約束はもちろん守りますから安心してください。
You can still go home if you get bored.
ま、私を退屈させないように頑張ってくださいな。
Try your best not to bore me then.
署内には腕組んで入ってあげましょうか、おじさま。
Do you want me to go on to the station hand in hand with you, sir? Ooishi chuckled and got out of the car. He escorted me inside the station.
Well, that sounds like you're in handcuffs and he's pushing you.
I thought he'd take me to an interrogation room, but instead he took me to an office of the investigation division. Officers in both suits and uniforms were looking at their desks, answering phones. There was a desk with a plate that said section manager, and nearby there were couches and a table. Ooishi told me to sit on the couch and started making some instant coffee.
Of course it's instant. Penny pinchers.
I'd never been to this part of the police station. I looked around in curiosity.
まさか取調室でカツ丼でも食わされると思いました？
Did you think I'd take you to an interrogation room?
Ooishi brought over a tray with coffee cups on it.
想像してたより待遇が良くて驚いてます。
You're treating me better than I expected.
おしらすに直で正座くらいは覚悟してたのに。
I thought you'd whip me or something.
そういうのは私の趣味じゃないな。
So he has kinks. Well, we already know from Watarangashi-hen, from his confession to Cage, that he has a nurse fetish.
My tastes don't run that way.
で、
So?
おしゃべりを聞かせてくれるんじゃなかったでしたっけ？
I thought you wanted to talk.
じゃあ最初からいきなり単刀直入に。
Alright, I'll cut to the chase.
シオンさんって北条聡さんのこと好き？
Are you in love with Hojo Satoshi-san?
はあ？
What?
速攻退屈なんで即帰りますよ。
It's getting boring already. I'm going home.
じゃあ今のはなしということで。
Okay, please forget that.
Ooishi must have known why I had to remove my fingernails. He wasn't trying to confirm that I liked Satoshi-kun. What he was really saying was that he knew already.
サトシ君の事件当日のアリバイなら先日熊谷刑事さんに全部お話ししたつもりです。
I already talked to Detective Kumagai about Satoshi-kun's alibi that day.
もちろん私も熊谷君の調書は読んでます。
Of course, I already read Kumagaya-kun's report.
あなたがサトシ君と一緒にいたことは知ってます。
I know you were with him.
何度聞かれたって同じ話しかしませんよ私。
I'll just repeat the same statement no matter how many times you ask.
しつこく反復して聞いたらそのうちにボロを出すとか考えてるなら大甘もいいとこです。
Don't think you can poke holes in it.
まさかそんなこと考えてません。
No, certainly. That's not what I wanted.
あなたは頭のいい人です。
You're a smart person.
そんな手に引っかかるなんて思っちゃいません。
I know that wouldn't work for you.
ならどういう手を考えてるやら。
I wonder what you're after.
どちらにせよ私からサトシ君のことを何か聞き出そうとしてもそれは無駄なことです。
If you want information on Satoshi-kun, you're wasting your time.
先日お話しした以上のことは何もありません。
There's nothing more to talk about.
ああ残念。やっぱり退屈な話でしたね。
This is boring me after all.
私帰らせてもらいます。
I'm going home.
そういう約束でしたからね。
Since that was our agreement.
失礼します。
Excuse me. I got up off the couch.
シオンさん、確かに私はあなたからサトシさんのアリバイを聞こうと思っていました。
I did want to get Satoshi-san's alibi from you.
それは認めますよ。
I admit it.
なら決まりです。
That's it then.
やっぱり退屈でした。
It's boring.
帰ります。
I'm going home. I turned around and started walking. Ooishi didn't get anxious, but instead spoke a little louder.
でもね、シオンさん。
But Shion-san.
私が聞きたいのはサトシさんの事件当日のアリバイじゃない。
What I want to ask you about is his alibi for yesterday.
昨日のアリバイなんです。
Not the day of the murder.
昨日？なんで昨日のアリバイなんかが聞かれるんですか？
His alibi for yesterday? Why?
昨日のサトシ君のアリバイがおばさんが殺された事件とどう関係があるってんです？
Excuse me.
What does that have to do with Vin's aunt's death?
Here it comes.
昨日サトシ君が出かけたまま失踪されたからです。
It's because Satoshi-kun has been missing since then.
What?
サトシ君が失踪されたことはご存知なかった？
Didn't you know that he went missing?
I couldn't say anything, but my expression answered Ooishi's question anyway.
どういうことですか？
What's going on?
失踪って何？
Missing? What?
やっぱり座ったらどうです？
Why don't you take a seat?
サトシ君が失踪したって何？
What do you mean? Satoshi-kun's gone missing?
何？
What the heck?
一つ確実に分かっていることは、彼が3時前に沖宮の郵便局で貯金を全額下ろしているということだけです。
We only know one thing for sure. He withdrew all the savings at an ATM in the Okinoya post office before 3 p.m. yesterday.
その後の足取りはつかめません。
We don't know his whereabouts after that.
I knew why he withdrew that money. He wanted to buy Satoko's birthday present. Yes, he definitely bought that teddy bear yesterday.
これは私の想像ですよ。
This is just my guess.
彼はひょっとしてそのお金でどっか遠くに蒸発したんじゃないかなって。
But my guess would be that I think he skipped town with that money.
逃走資金だってんですか？
You mean he used the money to run away?
バッカバカしい。
That's stupid!
あのお金はね、サトコの誕生日プレゼントを買うためにサトシ君が貯めていたんです。
He was saving to buy Satoko a birthday present.
それであのおもちゃ屋にあったでかくて高いぬいぐるみを買ったんです。
He bought a big expensive teddy bear from that toy store.
逃走に使うお金になんかなるわけないです。
He'd never use that money to skip town.
確かにあのおもちゃ屋から一番高いぬいぐるみが売れていました。
Yes, the most expensive teddy bear in that toy store was sold.
でもね、それをサトシ君が買った確証が取れないんです。
But we can't confirm that it was Satoshi-kun who bought it.
店の人に聞けばそんなのわかりますって。
Why don't you ask the clerk?
私とサトシ君で買う予約までしてるんですから。
Satoshi-kun and I reserved that teddy bear together. I had a bad feeling. That old man who was watching the store was sleeping when we were there. He looked very senile. Maybe he was also watching that store on that day, and even though Satoshi-kun bought the teddy bear, he didn't remember. Ooishi put on a wry smile. It looked like he'd already tried to question that old man.
とにかく
Anyway!
あれを買ったのはサトシ君なんです。
It's Satoshi-kun who bought that teddy bear.
サトシ君はぬいぐるみの金額ギリギリしかお金がなかったはずだから。
He must have saved just enough to buy it.
ぬいぐるみ代を支払ってさらに逃亡資金を用意できたなんて思えません。
So he shouldn't have been able to run away after it.
めちゃめちゃもいいとこです。
That's nonsense.
いいですよ。
Alright.
じゃあサトシ君がぬいぐるみを買ったことでもいいです。
Let's say he really did buy the teddy bear.
じゃあそのぬいぐるみを持ってどうして帰らなかったんですか？
Then why didn't he come home with it?
At that point, I felt as though my heart had turned to ice. Satoshi-kun had been working hard to buy that teddy bear even though he was under extreme mental and physical stress. After all that, he finally managed to buy it. It's unthinkable that somebody else just showed up and bought the same teddy bear. The teddy bear was gone because Satoshi-kun bought it. Nobody else. But if so, Satoshi-kun should have given it to Satoko. But though he bought a present for her, he didn't come home. He didn't come home? That wasn't possible. He would have gone straight home with that teddy bear. He wouldn't think of running away after buying the teddy bear. Even though Satoshi-kun wanted to run away from the police, he'd never leave without giving Satoko a present. Anyway, it must have been Satoshi-kun who bought that teddy bear. I could say that with 100% certainty. The question was, why didn't he bring it home? That teddy bear was huge. It wouldn't fit into the basket of a bicycle. He might have brought some straps to tie it to his bike. He wouldn't have thought of running away on a wobbly bicycle like that. He necessarily had to go home after buying the teddy bear from the store after withdrawing the money. Nothing could have happened while he was going between the ATM and the toy store. Is it possible? Nobody else could have possibly bought that teddy bear. Never! That teddy bear had been sitting in the showcase up until that day. Everybody could see it when they passed by. But nobody wanted it. Is it possible that it could have been somebody else? There should be no question that he went to the toy store after we withdrew the money. What about the route between the toy store and his home? There shouldn't be any question there either. He shouldn't have been able to do anything with that huge toy. He shouldn't even have thought of making us stop on the way. So he must have headed home, right after he bought the teddy bear. But nobody saw him after that. It was simple then. Satoshi-kun went missing on his way home from the toy store. He went missing? What did that mean? I was sure he killed his aunt. He's not that shrewd. Maybe he couldn't bear the pressure from the police? Was he resigned to the idea that the police were going to arrest him soon, regardless of my help? Did he decide to run away? Did he think that he should disappear until things cooled down, rather than get arrested? That was definitely, absolutely impossible! It was impossible that he came to that conclusion on his way home from the toy store. Even if he did, he would have waited until he got Satoko a present. Satoshi-kun loved Satoko. He shouldn't have spoiled her like that, but anyway, he always tried to be a good brother to her. So he never disappeared before going home. I felt as if the ice were cutting through my heart, expanding the frost. If Satoshi-kun didn't disappear by his own will, the answer was simple. Satoshi-kun disappeared by somebody else's will.
サトシ君が消された。
Was Satoshi-kun eliminated? That's really stupid! You know that, old man? I thought I could shake off the frost in my heart if I laughed loudly enough. I kept laughing until it happened. I kept laughing and laughing. All the cops in the room stared at me. They thought I got crazy. I didn't care what they thought. I kept laughing until it turned into a cough. I finished laughing. I took a sip of lukewarm coffee.
My throat is so ripped up right now. Lukewarm coffee is the worst. Well, it's not terrible, but it's... it's like, ugh.
I felt as if the frost in my heart had spread all throughout my guts. I was chilled to the bone.
Especially with it being instant coffee, too. I'm totally going the mood right now.
I was freezing. My fingers shook as I held the coffee cup.
シオンさん、
シオンさん。
ちょっと口を挟まずに聞いててほしいんです。
Please listen to me without interrupting.
これから私がちょいと想像した話を申し上げます。
What I'm about to tell you is only a hypothesis.
全部でっち上げです。
It's all just a theory.
だからきっとシオンさんはあまりのいい加減な内容に吹き出しちゃいそうになるかもしれません。
You might start laughing in the middle because it may sound ridiculous.
それでも最後まで黙って聞いていてほしいんです。
But I want you to hear me out.
約束してもらえます？
Can you do that?
いや、約束なんて何でもするから。早く言いなさいよ。
Whatever. Now stay quiet. Just hurry up and talk already. I was feeling far too cold. My teeth were chattering. I felt as though my brain had frozen as well. I lost my ability to think. I couldn't do anything by myself. I could only do as Ooishi told me. What he was going to tell me might be the worst possible theory. But I had to listen to it.
死んだおばがサトシ君とサトコさんをいじめていたことはよーく聞いています。
I know that Satoshi-kun's and Satoko-san's aunt was abusing them.
中でもサトコさんを執拗にいじめていたこともね。
Especially Satoko-san.
その中でサトシ君が妹をかばうためにおばに殺意を募らせていったとしても、
In my opinion, it's normal that Satoshi-kun started thinking about murdering his aunt. That said,
私は人として自然な流れだと思います。
because he was just a human being.
I had to deny that Satoshi-kun murdered her. But what Ooishi was saying was true. I couldn't deny his hypothesis right away. I just kept silent.
ここからは空想ですよ。
And this is only a hypothesis, alright?
絶対に怒らないでください。
Please don't be upset.
口を挟むのもなし。
And no interruptions.
いいですね。
Agreed?
分かってるから。
I know!
早く続けなさいよ。
Just go on!
北条聡はおば殺しを計画し実行した。
Hojo Satoshi planned the murder of his aunt and executed it.
ねえ、もちろん証拠なんてありませんよ。
We have no proof, okay?
全部私の妄想です。
It's all theoretical.
分かってるって。
Alright!
あんたの妄想なのは百も承知。
I heard!
だから早く続けて。
Just keep talking!
ここで話は変わります。
I'll switch the subject now.
シオンさん、
Shion-san,
あなたはサトシ君との交際を禁じられたんですよね。
you were forbidden from having a relationship with Satoshi-kun, weren't you?
もう忘れろ。二度と関わるなと念をされたんですよね。
And they told you to stay away from him, correct?
それは実は不仲な両家の関係を意味嫌ったからでなく、殺人犯と園崎家の令嬢が恋仲であることに問題があったんじゃないかと思ったんです。
I believe the reason behind it is not that your family hated the Hojos, but that they didn't like the fact that you were involved with the murder suspect.
That is actually possible. After all, when I was pretending to be Mion, I already had a connection with Satoshi-kun. Before anyone knew it was Shion who was spending time around him. I could have been accused when I was helping out the Hinamizawa fighters if the relationship between the Hojos and the Sonozakis was a problem. It wouldn't be difficult for the Sonozaki family to know that Satoshi-kun murdered his aunt. If it happened in Hinamizawa, maybe one of them even saw the murder. The Sonozaki family didn't like that I was in love with a murderer. They decided to step in.
あと、あなた諦めが悪いことでも知られてるんじゃないですか。
Also, you're known to not give up easily, aren't you?
つまり園崎本家にサトシ君との縁を切れと脅されて爪を剥がされても、
Which means, even if the Sonozaki family threatened you or ripped off your nails,
サトシ君との縁を切りかねていましたよね。
you still wouldn't cut ties with Satoshi-kun, would you?
I couldn't deny that. I lost most of my means to access Hinamizawa, so my ties to Satoshi-kun were essentially cut true. But I still knew Satoshi-kun's phone number, I expected him to rejoin the Hinamizawa fighters eventually.
園崎本家はサトシ君とあなたの縁はちょっと脅しただけじゃ絶対に切れないと分かっていたと思います。
I believe your family knew that a few threats would never be enough for you to break ties with Satoshi-kun.
あなたをいくら脅してもどうにもならない。
They could threaten you all they like to no avail.
じゃあもう一人の方をどうにかするしかないですよね。
So, their only option would be to do something about the other person, wouldn't it?
どうにかって何？
What do you mean, do something?
どうにかって何よ？
What would they do?
何？
What?
何？
What? If threatening me was useless, then they do something about Satoshi-kun. What would they have done? If they pulled something, then wouldn't that interrupt his path from the toy store to home? Toy store to home. Toy store to X to home. What's X? What is X? X marks the spot where his path was interrupted. But what interrupted it? Why couldn't Satoshi-kun make it home from the toy store if something interrupted him? Why? 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 What's X? X! I ran out of air, became dizzy, and then collapsed. The floor felt cold. I felt no pain. I fell to the floor like a plastic doll. Ooishi and some others rushed over to me and helped me up.
落ち着いてシオンさん。
Calm down, Shion-san.
サトシ君が殺されたとはまだ限りません。
We're not certain that Satoshi-kun was killed yet.
You're not certain he was killed? What the heck are you talking about? Don't you know about that torture room when they forced me to rip off my fingernails? Don't you know that they say there are prison cells and a well for disposing of corpses in the back? If the Sonozaki family wants to eliminate somebody, they definitely kill them in that torture room and dump the body down there. You're not certain? Are you dumb? Is your brain made of tofu? If I were in the Heg's position, I'd kill him for sure. I wouldn't let him get away. If I killed him, the Heg would definitely kill him.
シオンさん落ち着いて。
Shion-san, please calm down.
これはまだ未確認情報ですが、名古屋駅で家出人風の若者を見たという情報が入っています。
This is unconfirmed, but I have information that somebody witnessed a young runaway male at Nagoya Station.
東京行きの新幹線に乗ったそうです。
He took a train from there to Tokyo.
服装の特徴などが一致しませんでしたが、警察の追跡等を意識して衣替えをしている可能性もあります。
The clothes didn't match, but it is possible that he changed when he was wearing the hood from the police.
服装が違うからサトシ君でないとは言い切れませんよ。
It's still possible that it was him.
生きてるの？
Is he alive?
サトシ君
Is he?
生きてる？
Satoshi-kun.
ここからもまた私の想像になりますがね。
This is also a theory, but let me go on.
あなたの双子のお姉さんのミオンさん、
Your twin sister Mion-san
次期当主ということで園崎お涼の身近にいますよね。
is the closest person to Sonozaki Yoryo, correct?
園崎お涼はおそらく最初はサトシ君をこっそり殺してしまおうと提案したと思います。
I'm assuming that Mion-san stopped Yoryo.
それをあなたのお姉さんが止めたんじゃないかと思うんです。
When she suggested murdering Satoshi-kun furtively.
Mion? That was possible. She could have tried to calm things down out of pity for me. That idiot was always so indecisive. She should have been clear on if she wanted to save him or not. But she probably seemed vague about that. She must have persuaded the hag to reduce the punishment to banishment instead of death, just to avoid feeling guilty.
おそらく園崎本家はサトシ君と接触したでしょう。
I believe that the Sonozaki family contacted Satoshi-kun.
今回の事件はかばいきれない。だから自分の身は自分で守るためにどこかへ姿を隠せと忠告したはずです。
They probably told him that they couldn't cover up the murder and told him to disappear somewhere far away.
いや、強要したと言った方が似合うでしょうね。
They forced them to be more accurate.
サトシ君は絶対拒否すると思います。
Satoshi-kun would have rejected that.
だってあのサトシ君が妹を一人残してひなみ沢を離れられるわけがない。
He would never leave his younger sister behind.
私もそう思います。
I agree with you.
確かサトシ君は園崎ミオンさんの紹介でバイトをしてましたよね。
Satoshi-kun was working at the places Mion-san referred him to, wasn't he?
だからサトシ君に逃走資金になるまとまったお金があることを知っていたと思います。
So the family knew that he had enough money for a getaway.
でもサトシ君はそのお金をぬいぐるみを買う以外には絶対に使わないはずです。
But he'd never use it for anything other than buying that teddy bear.
でしょうね。
You're right.
サトシ君は貯金を下ろしたら迷うことなくおもちゃ屋に向かうでしょう。
He must have gone straight to the toy store after he withdrew the money.
でももしですよ。
But
サトシ君がおもちゃ屋にたどり着くと
what if the teddy bear
も
was
うぬ
already...
いぐるみが売れてしまっていてなくなっていたら
But what if the teddy bear was already sold when he got there?
That would have been a very desolate situation. He'd been working hard. While his aunt abused him, he worked at many different jobs. The money was worth all that pain. He went to the toy store with that money in order to buy his beloved sister a present. That was the only purpose for that money. He must have looked for the teddy bear as he'd always done. But it was gone. He wouldn't have gone into a panic right away, because he was always so optimistic. He might have thought the store was wrapping the gift for him because he told him that he'd pick it up that day. He must have gone into the store joyously. I couldn't guess at exactly what happened next. My heart would tear up if I tried to imagine it anyway. Why didn't they have it, even though he had it reserved?
He was probably kidnapped along with that bear. Or someone offered to give him a ride home or something. I just don't think that the bear would have been gone. Like, realistically, I could see it. Like, in the real world, because, oftentimes, if something's on layaway, but someone's offering to buy it on the spot, the store will just sell it to the person who wanted to buy it on the spot because it's a guaranteed sale, as opposed to the reservation. Because people can cancel reservations. It's a crappy practice, but it does happen in real life. But this is fiction, and this is a mystery fiction. I don't believe that the answer is this. I just don't.
Why didn't they have it, even though he had it reserved? Did that old man understand the situation, or was he just zoning out? Maybe it would have been the same even if it wasn't that old man who was at the store at that time. If a bunch of fierce-looking subordinates from the Sonozaki family went in and showed them the money, nobody could have rejected it. Satoshi-kun must have sunk into silence. No matter how hard he complained, the teddy bear was gone. He probably never even considered that his dream might be taken away. He must have been wobbling his way home in sorrow, leaning on the telephone poles every now and then. It was the day he wanted Satoko to be happy the most. He couldn't get the present she wanted the most. He probably didn't think of getting another gift, because it was unimaginable that he couldn't get that teddy bear. He might have imagined how Satoko would react when she found out he had no present for it. He must have looked unbelievably sad and empty. The money he'd been saving meant nothing anymore. Satoshi-kun never cried, even at his toughest moments. Did he even know how to cry? It was always Satoko who was crying. So, Satoshi-kun never learned how to cry, and he grew up that way. Did you know? People shed sadness from their hearts with tears. Satoshi-kun wasn't even allowed to do that. Even though his heart was filled with sorrow, he couldn't let it out.
妹を 一人残してひなみ沢を離れられないと言いましたね。
You insisted he wouldn't leave Satoko-san behind, didn't you?
でももしも
But think,
園崎本家が残った聡子さんの面倒は見るって言ってあったとしたらどう思います？
what if the Sonozaki family told him that they'd look after her after his disappearance?
After Satoshi-kun found out the teddy bear was gone, all he had left was some crumpled bills. The family told him it was just a matter of time before the police got to him. They told him to run away. They said they'd take care of Satoko. Satoshi-kun didn't feel like seeing his sister. He wandered and found himself at Okinomiya Station. He must have been apologizing to Satoko so many times in his mind. He swore to come back someday. He headed to Nagoya and then to Tokyo. But that meant he's alive. He's alive. I should be able to see him again someday. He must be coming back, so we'll definitely see him again.
そうしてずっと遠方に隠れ家か受け入れ先を用意してくれたんじゃないかと思います。
Excuse me.
I assume that the Sonozaki family set up some place for him to stay.
サトシ君はそこを目指したのでしょう。
Satoshi-kun must have gone there.
じゃあ無事なんだ。
So, he's safe.
いつか帰ってくるんですよね。
He's coming back someday, right? Ooishi looked up at the ceiling and stretched. He didn't answer me.
On June 24th, 1982, Hojo Satoshi went missing. There is a possibility that he ran away, as he was the prime suspect of the murder that happened on the 20th of the same month. Allegedly, someone resembling him was seen at Nagoya Station embarking on a train heading to Tokyo, but the truth is unknown. No one has seen him since. As a matter of fact, no one even knows if he's still alive.
Higurashi no Naku Koro ni Meakashi-hen. I was waiting because I knew that was coming. You have received new tips. Notebook, page 34. Notebook, page 42. Achievement unlocked. Train to nowhere. Had a dear friend go missing. Well, that'll be it for tonight. Give my throat some rest over the next 4 days until I pick this back up Monday next week. Tomorrow's my birthday, which isn't of much relevance to the stream, but I'll be 24 next time you see me. So Monday and Thursday nights are Higurashi nights. Tuesday nights we've been playing through the Spyro Reignited trilogy, which has been a lot of fun. So if either of those sound... Oh, sorry, I hit my mic. So if either of those sound like something you'd want to watch, feel free to join our Discord. That's where you get notifications when we go live. That's how you keep in contact in the meantime. I'm just gonna save again. A paranoid save. So let's close this out. Get rid of this music so our ending music can play. If Windows 7 will cooperate. Show the window preview. Let's try this again. Are you stupid? Or are you just this obstinate? Finally! Thank you! So, that'll be it for tonight. But anyway, Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. And as always, if you like what you see, please feel free to click like, comment, follow if you're on Twitch, subscribe if you're on YouTube, join that Discord. Any feedback you can give me at all will help me turn my future content towards your interests. I'm Regulus Pastor, and until next time, Wale!